Hello there and welcome back to Botany Manor. Now, last time we headed into the orchard for chapter 3 and managed to have a good old explore, found our way into some secret areas in the house and obviously found our way into the back part of the house and the painting room and things like that. Some good exploration going. We also managed to take care of another 2 seeds, one which required a certain wind speed and temperature, which was interesting. It was quite fun on that one. Managed to solve that one, and then the last one was the cider. We need to make some cider, not hard cider, just apple juice cider, to add to the soil in order to help it grow. And that one was actually quite interesting because trying to find the right apples and the whole lot of information, some of it which we didn't need and some of it that we did, and trying to work it out, and it was very interesting. So we managed to complete the chapter. We got another bit of mail, another delivery, and that has led us to the library area. Basically, we're in like a library area. And I think we're going to be dealing with the tree that's in the lobby of the house. I think that might be what we're doing this time. We're going to find out though. So, time for another relaxing trip. So, grab your favourite drink snacks. I was trying to talk too fast there, and it just completely, I brain farted myself. We're just going to roll with it. So, grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Botany Manor. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Right, so like I said, we have found our way into the library hall. We got a letter from my sister, I think it was a sister, with basically the passcode to the padlock that's was on the door. It's not there now, which got us into here. Studies locked. We have the thank you card that we read in the last one, talking about going into teaching. We read that. We had a look. We didn't read it. Modern methods of teaching. We did have a look at that. We can't read it though. So yeah, we are now in the library itself, which I would love to have a house with a library. I really would. I don't know, it feels like the right thing to do. We're not going to go in there right now. We're going to have a quick check upstairs, because I get the feeling I'm going to be lost in books up there or down there, or then again we're going to be lost in books up here as well. What do we have here? The complete Aesop's fable. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince, enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom. A cottage instead of the hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches and a palace and servants, and all the while the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again and the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again. What happened to the wife, though? Did she just go back to being alright? What was that noise? That sounded like a phone ringing. I'm just going to turn it off. The house be creaking. I'm not sure I like that. That sounded like a phone ringing before. We're just going to ignore it. Another fable. The hare and the tortoise. At midday, a hare and tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare, being so sure that he would win, he underestimated the tortoise. And the tortoise crossed the finish line. He exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." I get the feeling that this might be... Well, these are probably clues. And we're going to have a time puzzle, because this says at midday. Midday. The other one was a different time of day. It made a point of saying one bright morning, midday. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some more puzzles here. Are we actually done up here? Another book. The Rising Sun. And I can't open it. Now I'm wondering whether that third one, or whether this one here is an actual part of the puzzle or not. Alright, let's go downstairs. And let's check out the library bottom, like the proper. The Fox and the Crow. One evening. So we'll have a morning, we'll have a midday, we'll have an evening. One evening a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds and with a big strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make. It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese straight into the fox's open mouth. A little bit rude. Oh, okay, I think I get it. Okay. Yeah, let's just reset that. That's a secret door. So we need more. How many do we need? Rising Sun. Got the core, got that. Got those three. Got that one. We found 4. So we need to find the moon one. Wonders in the night sky. That sounds like water. Right, so we must have to push these in order. So first was morning, a bright morning, which was the golden fish, wasn't it? Bright morning, fish. Then it was midday. Should I get the notepad? Should we get the notepad? Or are we going to try and wing it here? Right. So fish was morning. Then that was midday. on, I think... No, I've made a mistake. Has to be rising sun, because that's dawn. Then bright day. And wait, what was the book? What was that one? Evening. So, one, morning, midday, evening, night. Got it. A bit dusty. We'll just let the dust settle. Thank you. And we have paintings. Sunset, May 1st. Red, orange, yellow, pink. Sunset, 22nd of May. Blue, yellow, pink, orange. Sunset, 8th of July. Blue, purple, pink, orange. Those are very nice pictures. Right, what are you? London Record. Lindley appointed Chair of Botany at University College of London after an esteemed early career as Assistant Secretary to the Horticultural Society and admission as one of the youngest ever Fellows of the Linnean Society. John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. There is something on the back. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of man. Lindley also challenged the Linnean classification system and proposes many changes. Alright. More paintings. Sunset, 14th of October, my birthday. Green, blue, pink, orange. Sunset, 29th of April. Purple, red, orange, yellow. I get the feeling we're going to need to probably put these in order. We have another seed. Nightfall. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. So we have 8 clues. And currently only 1 actual clue. Which I'm assuming is what we need. We have another key. The study key. Alright. And another clue. Nightfall progress. I have been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth. So far I've deduced that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Task for this month. Monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting list, collect field samples, seed collection. Actually, is there anything on no other pages? No. So we need to work out these. I'm assuming we're going to have to plant that seed and then set it to the right date. Blue, purple, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red, 12th of September. Blue, purple, red, orange. So these are the ones just tried. We need to go into the study as well. So we have our new seed to be getting on with. However, we need to go study, which is this way. That's really cool. Can you imagine living in a house where you've got a plant like literally grown across your ceiling? On purpose. I will say it on purpose. Meadow Orchids of Britain. Professor J. Montague. Letter from Anne, January 1890. My dear friend, I've been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach a wider world, since so seldom we are able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With warmest regards, Anne. I don't think we should do that. I think we should fight tooth and nail to get this book written in my name. Or her name. Mushroom. Fungi of Britain. Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they have become carnivorous because they only acquire the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms such as flies, bugs and plants. Some mushrooms even... Sorry, I just read that note on the right hand side there and threw us off. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus or parasite. Mushrooms growing on a tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. In brackets, not always the case. What note might you be? Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for you for your research. One I recall was a favourite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before summer ends, the professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. So are we going to be planting mushrooms on this tree? And we have eggs. Bird eggs. Tree diseases. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with a red tree pox, many small red spots will be visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Tree diseases. Hypoxylon. Hypoxylon? Causes black patches to form in the bark of the trees. It's usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark of roots, and the parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out and lose all of its leaves. There is currently no known cure. Bark rust. Bark rust is a disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It's usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. So we have to probably work out what thing is on the tree there. Okay. Led me into the study. So we have to work out what's wrong with this tree in the lobby. But we don't have another seed. Right, so that's like the ring. Which one's that one? Is that must be the one with no cure. Bound to be. Oh wait, I didn't even see that seed before. Sapphire gloom. Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. 2 clues. Root parasite. Currently no known cure. So what are these eggs? I'm going to say mushroom book and tree diseases. I don't quite know how that helps, but never mind. So we have eggs though as well, but I don't know why. We need to remember that they're there. They are there. Let's go plant these seeds. Should I try the mushroom one first? Should I try the mushroom seed first? In here, isn't it? We have a potting shed. No, not in that one. Where to put it again? Where was the closest one? I could have sworn there was one in... Not a word. Right. So let's go sapphire gloom. That was incredibly easy. Do I shove it down there? Alright, so that worked. Alright, that was an easy one. Just plant the thing and put it next to the tree. The sour gloom is a widely misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees and opposed to popular belief. The mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. I'm sure that the research told me that. I'm going to believe that it told me that and I completely glossed over it. So we have another seed to do, which is the... what is it? The nightfall. I'm going to guess we need more clues. We need another, well, 5 more clues. I assume the eggs are going to be part of it. However, we've unlocked this area so we can have a look in here for more clues. Right, so we have left and we can go right. The Trout Fairy painting. Nightfall. That's got night. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mention of it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what will cause this? Ever your friend, Edith. Of course the attic's locked. So what's that one? The brook chalice. There's got to be another seed. A different seed. More chairs. I do kind of really want to sit on every single chair and see if I get an achievement for it. Bedroom. Okay, let's not go in here. Let's check this out first. And actually, let's pop Nightfall up. May as well water it. There we go. So we have a seedling now. So now we just need to basically promote its growth. How we do that, I don't really know. Shove you there. We can get up there. Another letter. Dear Lady Arabella, I want to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. It was a bit of a mouthful. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I will put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. That's kind of cool. Nice of them to do that. Ooh, we have an attic key as well. Okay. We're in all the keys. Somerset River Trust. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. The River Cam, the River Chew and the River Somer have all been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Clark's Aquatic Weed Removal Company. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks for your monthly donations. The rivers of Somerset are clean and weed free. Okay, so going off weeds. I don't think the Nightfall's a weed though. We must be looking at clues for other seeds. It has been brought to our attention that the factory at Barton Ironworks has been illegally dumping scrap metal in rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cam, River Somer, River Chew. The River Frome is also affected by the waste, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We are still researching what led to that effect. Mayor of Somerset. That's got to be the weed. Because the... where is it? Cam, Chew and Somer were removed to weeds, but the... what is it? Frome wasn't. Those are River Cam, Somer and Chew can't be swum on because of rust. So that has to be because of weeds. Rivers of Somerset. That's another clue. Done. Bridge of 3. Calm brew. From. That's going to come in to play for whatever this seed is. We can get into the attic. Dearest Arabella, I'm writing to share with you an exciting discovery I've made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and will be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne. Can't look at that. Too bright anyway. Right. So we'll have a clue down there. What do we have up here? Wind. We have bells. Okay, so this is another puzzle. Bird calls. Interpreted from nature, written as easy to play melodies. Enjoy at home. Okay, so I think this is part of another seeds puzzle. So we only have one. We only have nightfall. Cradle fern. Oh, we didn't pick that up. Seed packet location, master bedroom. We have the brook chalice, which is in the attic. Okay. So we still need to do research on the plant that we've got here. Let's go up to... Oh, we didn't pick up the seeds. We've still got nightfall to do. But I don't know where we're going to do the nightfall one. Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We are specialised in removing the following weeds. Algae... Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, duckweed. I'm going to say brook chalice is the one that we want because we have the seed. Brook chalice seed. Make an appointment today. Clark Cove. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honourable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return to this letter to us. No expense attends signing. Your signature, Arabella Greene. Of course we would actually thingy that. That is a valid cause. So we have cradle fern. So that's got to be bird sound. The Trapped Fairy, a folk tale. Loads of clues here. Once upon a time there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of time and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offence and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall. We need nightfall. And cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke. Though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Trapped fairy. This has to be nightfall. My dear Nova, never forgotten. Kitty. Letter from Eliza. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I am not sure it's worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see these specimens in their home habitats where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. Another book. We've got another doorway. Tincture of red clover. Essence of arnica. Sprains, strains, and joint pains. So, chamomile and red clover seem to soothe hot flushes. And we're in the bathroom in a boiler. Damn, we have a boiler in here. Do we need pipes? Oh, we have a pipe puzzle. Okay. Just shove all of these in. We're not going to flush the toilet. Wilson Plumbers. To Lady Arabella Greene. Dear Arabella, here is our quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick. 14 shillings. 14 shillings? I'd rather do it myself. And I'd rather get the feeling that we are going to do it ourselves. £14. Right, so we have 4. We have a plant. We can put a plant in there. We have another one here. So we have 5 pieces. Is there one behind the door? There is not. One of these days there's going to be something behind the door. A hot bath at turn of the tap provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. Can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. Okay, so we're after hot water. Why, however, do we need hot water? I'm also wondering, I'm getting a whole load of more seeds and clues. I don't seem to be able to turn these around. So this has to be... Hold on. I want that one in there. Okay, it'll just... Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Never mind. Okay, so we must have to sort one of the plants out, put it in there, and then fill the cap with certain temperature water. Is that... Hold on. Sunset paintings. Okay. I don't know what this egg thing comes into. Okay, fairy painting. Fairy story. Let's take that off. Grandma's research. Weed removal. Petition. Bath geyser. Bath geyser. I'm wondering, does this need to... Am I barking up the wrong tree with some of these? Hold on. So, cradle fern. We need to go to the attic anyway as well. past years these ferns drastically declined on the bank, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. So we have brook chalice, which is the seeds in the attic. There's another 4 clues in the attic, and that's all the clues that we need. Okay, right, let's go to the attic. I'm gonna leave that there, and attic was at the other end of the hole, wasn't it? It was down here. We have moths. The flower-growing companion. Gardening curiosities trap moths. Sometimes a moth can be trapped inside a flower bud if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the flower bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom for short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. Okay, that definitely seems like a clue. A moth poster. A moth spotting calendar, designed and printed by the English Society of Lepidopterists. Okay, so that's going to come in to play with something. Damn. Rusty pig. The sight of plants. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems which allow them to see the color of light. This means that flowers that can tell the time of day and know when to open and close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult flowers into blooming at any time they like. Okay, so that is the nightfall. I don't know what we're using the pig for. We're missing one. Orange, yellow, red, blue, green. Pink. Purple. The magic lantern. Okay, I think I get how we work in this puzzle now. Okay. Dinner invitation. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbour's son, Edward. He is successful in business in London. Your cousins William and Thomas may well aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life, for which you'll be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident that this is what there needs to be a bit of a balance, to be fair. I am confident that this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. That's going to be a clue of some variety. Mallard. I found another duck. We found another seed. The Botanist's Digest. This month in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. In his words, every plant, every leaf, every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the Dactylorhizia Montague or hood marsh orchid. And we have the seed for the brook chalice. Okay. So we have all of the clues now. We have a magic lantern for what we need for one of them. We have a rusty pig. Why, I don't know. Do I want to keep him? Do you know what? I'm going to keep him up here. I don't know what I need him for yet. He's got to be going somewhere. Right. So trapped fairy, I think, is the... Which one we're going to do first? Nightfall. I'm going to assume... Trapped fairy. Are we going to go moths? Are we dealing with moths with this thing? Sunset paintings. Site of plants. Okay. So we are dealing with time of day, moth. Are the moths gonna be... I'm trying to process that here. We need to find a certain time of day, like a certain time of year. So if the plant is shut, how do we work out? Obviously the seed that we've got doesn't have a moth in it, unless we're looking at the wings of this fairy. Is that going to tell us the moth? The type of moth? Garden tiger moth. Yeah, garden tiger moth. Look at that. Garden tiger moth. So if we find that on here, tells us what month it was. None in March. October. Garden tiger. So September. So it's September. Garden tiger. Because that's really cool. Getting the moth from the paint and the wings. Obviously those wings tells us the garden tiger moth, which then leads us to month of September, which then leads us all the way down cradle fern. Oh, that's another clue. May as well have a look at that. So that moth leads us to the where is it? I've lost the room. Where was the room with the paintings? It wasn't in there, was it? No. Room with the paint. Where was the room with the paintings again? Hold on, it does tell you. Sunset Paintings Library. So it is in here. Yeah. So we're looking for September, May, July, October, April, September. It's time. Because I'm never going to remember it. It's time to crack out the notepad. Notepad and paper. So, September. And it was blue, yellow, orange, red. So blue, yellow, orange, red. So those are what I need to put in the... so that's what I need to put in the machine. Which then means I need to go down here. I need to remember to take the L plant. We're going up to the attic. So we're dropping you onto there, and then we're going... I'm really hoping Nightfall's the right one. Right. Blue. Yellow. Orange. Red. And I'm wondering if I've got this in the right order. I did. Okay. I was wondering whether it was going to be in reverse order. So it would have been red, orange, yellow, blue. Nice. Nightfall done. One down. 3 more to go. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Okay, so we can take this away now. And we can put you somewhere nice. Are we going to take you all the way? We're going to take him all the way down to the front. I mean, it's just downstairs. I feel like I should like put them all in this little room. I don't really know why I feel the need to. I'm just compelled to. We can get the one for the tree as well. We may as well get this mushroom. Just that they're all in the right place. Right. So we have another 2 seeds to go. Cradle fern, plant brook chalice. So we do cradle fern. Let's do cradle fern. That has to do with eggs. So we're going back upstairs. And we're going to have a look at the clues up in here. Right, put you down there for a second. Right, so done that one. Cradle fern. So I'm going to say bird calls. Fern painting. Because that had eggs on it. We're going to go bird eggs. Melodies. Now I can't remember if it's not River Trust, not Government Notice, not River Poster. Petition, there we go. Process of elimination on that one. Right, so past years these ferns drastically declined on the bank, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. Right, so we need... This is our plan of action with this one. We need to find out the bird. We need to do... This is the music one that was in the bell tower. We need to find out what bird is nesting in the cradle fern. Then find out what bird it is. Then we can play the melody, which will then make the thing grow in order to accept eggs. Not that I'm going to put eggs in it, but it's going to make it grow. I'm going to cough. So, first things first, we need to have a look at the painting. We're going to look at the painting. Then we're going to go look at the bird eggs in the study. Find out what egg it is. Then we can go to the melodies. To the thingy. Yeah. Alright. Hold on. So where we're going? Corridor, fern painting. So we need to go down here. And that leads to the attic. We don't need to be in the attic. We need to be in the bell tower. Which I forget is... No, it's this way. It is this way. Alright, so we can drop you up here for now. Just so I'm not carrying you around. We need to go to the study. And master bedroom. It's not that one. To the study. We need to find... Wait. That's the eggs. We need to find the picture. Where was the picture? Corridor. Where in the heck was the corridor again? No, there it is. Corridor. So these eggs are pale blue with darker blue, I'm going to say water drops. Which is, I love a good puzzle. Crested owl. The crested owl egg, okay. So that means the bird that we're looking for is the crested owl. So now we can go up into the bell tower. Crested owl. I'm trying to remember this before I don't have to write it down. So, crested owl. Shoveler duck, blue heron, shell duck, pintail, golden mallard, crested owl. And I'm actually going to write... I know it's literally behind us. But I'm going to write it down so I don't have to keep on turning around and it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. So, we want ECD, EGF. Just like that. Right. So, ECD, EGF, all right. Wait. Not a word. Not a word. I forgot to open the... Sorry, I forgot to water the plant. It's just a seed still. I need to make it into a ruddy thing. I totally know what I was doing. That was a test. Did you pass the test? Let's try that one again. ECD. EGF. There we go. Not a word, okay? That's another one down. So we have one more to go. Nice. The cradle fern is used by the crested owl as a nest, and in turn the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime-like call to grow. That's really cool. Right, let's pick that up. Let's drop that off. While we're doing that, we need to work out our last seed for this time. At least for this chapter. We've got one more chapter after this. Yeah, I don't know why I feel obligated to move these plants back to, like, to all in the one spot. It's, like I said, it's a compulsion. Although I'm going to be running out of space in here, to be fair. Actually, I've got 1, 2... I've got 3 more spots. I've got 3 more spots. Right. Let's just plant that up right there. And our last one, Brook Chalice. Don't forget to water it. Right, so let's do the Brook Chalice, which means we now have all the clues, so these have to be, all the ones I've got left have to be correct. Right, so that's that one in the bag. Now we just need to actually get it to plant, get it to grow. So we need to, we need rust. Do we need, that's where our rusty thing comes into. Okay. So it's a weed. We need to find out the river. I think we already found out what river it was. Hold on, I should probably take this with us, shouldn't we? So we're heading to the bathroom. Then we need to go searching for actual information. Where we gone? Bathroom. There we go. So you're going in here for sure. So we need the right temperature water. I don't know what exactly that did. I felt compelled to do it though. Right. Okay, that one we don't need. We need, definitely need rust. The rusty guy. That's where our pig comes into play. Let's go get him now. Not in the bell tower, in the attic. Oh, rusty pig, come here. Oh, it's a site of plants. Okay, that's not for the one that we're using. And we're off. Right. Right, so that works. So it's rusty water. Okay. So now we just need the temperature. So the government notice in the bell tower will tell me about what river it is. Bell tower, which is in here, wasn't it? River Frome. River Frome was also affected by the waste, although already the river is completely clear of rust pollution. Okay, so it must need rust to germinate, to get up. So Frome. So the River Frome is what we need. Sound, which we don't need that one. Ah, there we go. So River Frome is 25 degrees. So that should be it. If we go 25 degrees, if we make the water 25 degrees and have a rusty pig in it, then that should be enough to get us, well, get the plant going. Yes? So that's 25 there. Fill it. Rusty water. There we go. You know, for a weed, that's a very nice looking weed. Oh. That was rather effective. You know what? I'm going to leave that. Well, not that I have a choice. But I'm going to leave that one there. So that's the last one that we had. Ranunculus condatus. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 degrees C. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal, and fortunately they get removed often, as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. That's very cool. And we have another delivery. I like it. Right, so we're going to be running off down to the gate now. We're going to leave that plant in the bathtub because it's a water plant, so we may as well just leave it there because no real need to take it away. This music gives me... this music genuinely fills me with excitement. Right. We're running. We're just going to run down to the gatehouse. We have a delivery! No, it genuinely gives us excitement. I don't know why. I don't know, it's just the happiness of the formal garden. Okay, we've got the formal garden key. Lady Arabella, I apologise wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket and I had simply forgotten it was there. I didn't want to disturb your research, so I've left the key in the basket here for you, Jimmy. Well, let us grab the formal garden key and work out where the heck the formal garden is. I can't remember where that is. There was another gate. There's another gate in the garden, wasn't there? Was it around here? Yes, this is it. This has to be it. Oh, locked from the other side. That has to be the formal garden. So we need to find the front route in. And then I think we're going to leave it for now. Right, I think we're going to have to go in the house and then head through to the other side. I'm sure it's got to be that way. And dining room, no. Oh, Arabella's parents. I never saw that before. That's kind of cool. Right. Through here, we're going to have to come out the back of the house. Head down through to that gate. This is like the back route to the formal garden. And I'm Nebby. I want to have a bit of a spy. 3 new plants added. That's the last of our plants. Nice. Okay. I do wonder whether all of the spring dance shrub, fool's emerald, ocelot, whole bunch of clues. So that's the last of our book. So this is the last chapter. Alright. I'm curious whether these ducks that I've been spotting, whether they're going to be like a clue, like spread out all over the house. They're going to be a clue for us to actually have to go and have a look. I'm wondering. So, like I said, I'm going to leave that here for this week. I'm going to do chapter 5 in the next episode. I thoroughly love this game. Really, it's got such a good charm. I'm going to go Big Me real quick before we get into chatting. Has such a charm, this game. It really does. It's like right up my street. I like a good puzzle. I like the relaxing thingy of nature and horticulture. I really enjoyed playing Strange Horticulture. If you haven't seen that one's on the channel already. I kind of like these kind of games. They're just right up my street. I really hope they're up your street as well. They seem to be doing well. They seem to do well, relatively speaking. So if you have any other ones, so like similar to this that you know of that you wouldn't mind seeing, or even games that you're interested in having a bit of a look at, but you kind of don't want to jump in yourself, by all means suggest them and I'll have a look at them, and I'll put them on the channel if I feel that they're suitable. Me as well, you know. So like I said, we're going to leave that here. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all support. It is much appreciated. Please remember, I do collect thumbs, so any you choose to give me will help me out. Also, remember to be a light in the dark for someone. You never know. A single act of kindness, a single nice thing, nice word, compliment can change someone's life for the better. Even if it's just the change in someone's day, it's worth it. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.